Hello? So, what is up with all you motherfuckers? I'm doing commissions tonight. Why? Because money? No, actually, these aren't for money. These are for the closing of the Non Devils campaign. And I, uh, I have one other one to do besides this one. I've been trying to knock out as many painted commissions as possible um, this week after turning in a few pages to all of my all the other books that I'm hired to do. So here we go. I got them both taped up, but I'm going to be working on one at a time. I got them both taped up, so I can alternate, I guess, between both of them as one's drying. And let's get some music rolling with some smoked Bottican. Something to start too early. Just trying to work on some artwork tonight. Trying to catch up on everything after that stupid storm. Thank you. I think I might have to change the music then. This is getting a little too weird. Alright, let's see what else I got. There we go. That's a lot better. Oh, that's not good. Commercials. What are you going to do? Alright, let's see here. Yeah, that's a lot better. I think Micah went on vacation. I think he, yeah, that's what I heard, because I got to do some work for him when he comes back. What am I working with for that? Oh, I'm working for on the, I'm supposed to be doing his an Inglewood cover for him when he comes back from vacation. What's up there, Brian? No, 6 guns tonight. Oh, and I'll drop you a link if you want to come in. All right, let's see here.
You packed a record 1.1 trillion transistors into this chip.
I invested in Invesco QQQ, a fund that invests in the innovators of the NASDAQ 100, like you.
All right, Brian.
Innovation with Invesco QQQ.
Oh, this motherfucker right here. All right. Okay. Links in the Doc Salem stream chat. So, this band is called Dr. Smoke, by the way. I fucking dig that shit. Okay, more links there if you want it. This is part of the $200 commissions that were sold on the closing of the Non-Devils campaign. I was supposed to deliver these in December, but as we all know, December was a shitty month. September. As we all know, September was a shitty month because of the hurricane that hit. So I'm playing catch up.
Yo, yo, yo.
What's up
right,
there, Brian?
All right, fuck it, we'll do it live. You guilted me into it. No, I'm just...
it's going to be
being like a little stream. I'm being a little bit of a little bitch today.
What happened?
No, I mean, I'm just, you know when you're getting like a crabby mood, and you're pissing and whining and moaning and whinging, and you start listening to yourself and you start to annoy yourself. I'm having one of those days.
I had to snap out of that bullshit.
Because that's exactly what that is.
No, but, I know what you're talking about. Like, you start buying into that little voice in your head, and it starts convincing you of shit.
Well, the thing is like,
what's up, Indie West?
Who's hanging out?
Aces.
Yo.
Who's wrestling Aces?
What up, Aces? You know, I don't know. Is that
I don't know.
Is that Ace Acevedo?
Is it? I think it is.
I don't know. Beats me. But
Arturo's
yeah,
got it though. Arturo's right. Like, it does pass. But I think what happened with me is that I forgot how to be a male. You know what I'm saying?
Well, dude, this is the thing. It's like, you can get the upper hand on it. You can learn and how to whip its ass, beat it into submission, but you still have to be vigilant. And if you're not careful, sometimes it can sneak back up on you. The good thing is now I can just get rid of it once I realize that it's happening. Like, for me, it was just like listening to myself, and I was just like, dude, really? Come on now. You got it pretty good. Stop bitching. but that doesn't mean it goes away.
No, it doesn't.
You got that shit
And-
for life. That's hanging out, man. That's hanging out like herpes.
Yeah, but like I said, what I started doing was like I started listening to this dude, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, you gotta take responsibility for yourself. You know, all
You
that kind of
do.
shit. I'm like,
You do.
like, fuck, he's right. It was something I forgot along the way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's easy. It's easy too. There's a lot of shit that I've learned like late in life that I wished I learned a lot earlier.
well, a lot of people would tell you that it's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? It's not your fault.
It's
but
not. Well,
it's not really your fault, but it's your fault if you start buying into it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's not so much your fault as like the only way that you're going to be able to get out of it and deal with it. The only way you can get into recovery is you have to find your warrior spirit.
exactly.
You have to find the part of you that's
away.
like, you have to find the part of you that's going to be like, you know what, this, thing that lives inside me that's like trying to destroy me. Fuck you.
Well,
You've never been able to kill me yet. You're never going to be able to kill me. I'm going to live in defiance of you.
well, I was listening. What was the guy's name? It was the War Room, right? This dude, and he's an MMA coach and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he says, and he's got a point because I remember this when I used to practice. He's like, when you work out and stuff like that, like you want it to suck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and after a while, you learn to embrace the suck. You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
Yeah. Then he said after a while, when it starts to rear its ugly head, instead of running away from it, you grab a hold of it. You're like, bitch, let me take a look at you.
Yes. That's what meditation is really good for too. Like if I don't know where it's coming from, like in this case, I know exactly where it's coming from. Although I can't talk about that on air. But like if I don't know where it's coming from,
small penis. Is that what it is? Tiny penis.
Me? No, I'm average. I'm like the statistical average. I mean, nobody wants to be average. You want to every guy wants to be Big Daddy Longstroke like John Holmes or something like that.
Well, they had an interview with a bunch of black guys, and they were talking about that. They were like, yeah, that's the most like urban legend thing ever. Is that all black guys are hung?
It's a good one though.
Well, that's what they said. They're like, but you know what? We'll take that. We'll take that.
Exactly. Why not? It'd be stupid not to. Fucking hell, man.
We'll embrace that one. Yeah.
But yeah, no, you got to and that's another thing. Martial arts really helps you when it comes to dealing with your demons and getting the upper hand on them, because it is it is a kind of mental jujitsu.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if it's actually martial arts, but it's actually like to me, I think it's more along the lines of physical exercise. You know, because when you exert your body, you don't have time to buy into all the bullshit that's going on in your head. Because at the time, all you're thinking about is just one more rep. You know what I'm saying? Or
right. Well, that's once again, that goes back to meditation. You know, yeah. I mean, that's full body awareness, right? And that's like one of the types of meditation that the Buddhists are very focused on, mindfulness, right? Yeah. Where you're just sitting there and you're just aware of your body and you're aware of your surroundings. You're just not following your thoughts. You're just letting them kind of go by.
You know, the Buddhists, they have a bunch of different meditations. And
yeah, they
honestly, I wonder why more people don't follow them, you know, because like they have the laughing meditation.
Yes.
And it's actually designed to trick your body into being in a better mood.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's like when you're laughing, and it's like you're laughing with a bunch of other people. You know, it's like even though you're not happy at the time,
right,
your mood starts to lighten. You know.
Oh, even just like wearing a smile actually helps. But yeah, I do kung fu, not well, right? But I know like this one Hung Gar form, and this is like with the iron rings and everything, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a part of that, you'll see it in in the opening credits of 36 Chambers of Shaolin, where you throw your arms up and you shake them and you go, right? And you look
Yeah.
like a maniac. And you sound like a maniac. But yeah, that's like part of the form actually is laughter. Shit does help, man.
It does actually. It's very good for your mood, and actually it also it has a beneficial effect on your body too, like your blood pressure and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
my body connection is like completely is just amazing.
yeah. Because I mean, let's be honest. If you're always in a shitty mood, like if you're in a shitty mood, your blood pressure is going to go up. You know,
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
and
terrible.
it's going to have a negative effect on your body. Whereas when your mood's lighter, like that's like I was watching this thing and it had these guys who lived over 100. Like they're 100 and some odd years old and they're walking around, they're having a great time, like they're not invalids, like what you would think as somebody being old.
Yes. Yeah,
And
yeah,
they
yeah.
said, and they're what they said, all of them have one thing in common. They said don't have a heavy heart. You know what I'm saying? And like
Yeah.
take things light. You know?
Yeah, but that's the problem with people with mood disorders. We're like hypersensitive. That and by sensitive, I don't mean like like the '80s term sensitive,
Sensitive.
sensitive new age guys. I mean like sometimes we spend a lot of our lives walking around feeling like we don't have a skin. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
I do, but that's what I
we
was
take
saying.
shit to heart. Like we're our own worst enemies. We beat up on ourselves worse than anybody else.
Well, that's what I was telling you. Like of course, like with the guy with the war room, like I don't believe everything he preaches.
You
what
don't
I'm
have
saying?
to.
But he does have some good points. And one is learn to embrace the suck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and once you learn to do that, like things don't. Whenever something happens and you're like, oh, that's gonna bring me down, instead of doing that, you're like, bring it, motherfucker.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
And,
Yeah. You do it. Like I mean, like I
things are
told you,
getting
like
bored.
the people in my support group were like, wait a second, like what's this thing that you're always doing? Because I always do this, right?
Mhm.
And that's the warrior and the scholar, right? You have to be prepared to fight, for survival. But you learn how to, and you combine your learning with your warrior spirit, and then you can hopefully not just survive, but thrive and go on to do cool, crazy, awesome things.
Well, that's another thing he teaches too, is that because there's a big thing in the manosphere right now, and I know I sound like an activist or something like that when I
I
say that,
know I'm
right?
kind of a MGTOW
But
myself, but
but he's right. Like there's a thing where these guys got burned by women and all this kind of shit, so they start like blaming women for all kinds of crazy shit, and their
yeah. They say they're not
philosophy.
misogynists, but yeah.
Yeah, and their philosophy is to go ahead and just treat all women like shit before they can treat you like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, and that's
Yeah.
the worst philosophy.
Oh, dude.
Ever have ever, right?
Dude.
And
Like, here's the thing about people that hate the opposite sex. They all have one thing in common. They're miserable motherfuckers.
well, what he teaches is he's like, well, besides, I'm not going to get into that part, but he's right. Whatever he says with that, but not everything he says is correct. Not in my eyes, anyway. But anyway, like he teaches, he's like, his thing is like, train your body for the worst possible scenario, but don't look for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
So be physically fit, and it'll help with your mind and keep your body going and stuff like that. But he said, because it, like, just in case something happens and you have to defend yourself or your family, at least you'll have a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. Like, I know for a fact that if like tomorrow it's zombies, I'm good to go. I got my swords. I got my 12 gauge. I'm good.
Well, he brings up this example. I'm gonna show it to you real quick.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Let me see if I can find it. it started with like this minor car accident, right?
Yeah.
And he it turned into this thing where this dude's dad got like cold cocked. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
the guy's like,
shit.
he's like, "You gonna give me everything in your pocket?" And he's like, "Just calm down. We can work this out. It's no big deal." And the dude fucking just loses his shit. And his thing is like, if this guy would have presented a front to where he was like, "Hey, what's up, Zayd?" Where he was like,
Whoop, Phil.
where he showed that he might not being aggressive, but showing
Right.
that he was able to take care of himself. He said
Right.
things wouldn't have progressed the way they did. And let's see. Yeah, it was a road rage incident. Let me.
Oh, dude. I sent you a link. This must have been like, I think like on a stream like weeks ago about what I think is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen, where not a lot happens. It's just this guy, this Turkish dude, this German Turkish dude trying to get into a club, and he starts talking to this
Watch this.
bouncer. Oh shit.
No, that's the son. He already knocked the dad out. And the son, instead of defending himself, he curls up in a ball and starts screaming like a little bitch.
What?
Yeah, watch. Look, he's like, "Give me the money. You give me empty your pockets now," because of a little accident, right?
Right.
So the dude's like trying to reason with him, and he's got his hands in his pocket, he's got his back hunched.
Oh, never. Oh,
and
yeah.
that's the two guys right there. That's the dad that got knocked the fuck out. And he was like, the dude in the war room was like, if this guy would have did that to me, he was like, I would have taken his head off. He's like, because and he's right, because the guy's punch wasn't that good. Like it was like a wild haymaker. You seen it?
Yeah.
That was that. The dad's down. Like the dad is out. That was it. Yeah, there goes the dad.
Like, yeah.
I mean, those are some way crazy haymakers he's throwing, right? And you can see that shit coming. But this dude right here, that's the son. And he's like, I didn't know what to do. I see my dad go down, and he's like, all I could do was scream. And I was like, well, when you act like a bitch.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. They're, you look at, look, he got tested and he failed. I look
they
at
both
the test
did. That's what I'm saying.
They're but for the grace go I. Hopefully that would not be me. But I don't know until it would actually happen.
That's true, but to me, what I'm thinking is that, and I don't think I'm wrong. Honestly, I don't. Like you don't.
I would have tried to kill the guy, I think.
Well, I mean, you don't have to go ahead and be like super aggressive with the guy. Like, I mean, you can still reason with him, but don't hunch over like you're a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
because what you're doing is just subconsciously.
Protect yourself.
Yeah, subconscious. Like your mannerisms are telling this guy like this is easy prey. You know
exactly.
Like,
yep. Yeah. Because that's one of the things that people don't understand about violence. Violence is a language.
Exactly. Yeah.
It really is. And it's used to communicate feelings, sometimes between countries, sometimes between siblings, and sometimes between strangers. But
that's what I'm saying. It's like if you curl up in a ball, you're sending a wrong message.
Yeah, you're saying like basically rape me, like rape my mouth.
You might as well put your booty up. Like, just put your butt up.
yeah. Absolutely. Do what you like.
What's up, Sam? I'll put a link in the Doc Salem
chat. Sam?
If you want to come in. It's just going to be a draw stream where I'm doing non-devils commissions.
And let's see if I can actually show this without it falling apart, because I don't even... there it goes. God damn it, man.
Oh, you made one? You made one of the...
I haven't made one yet. I have been experimenting with molds.
What up, Pops?
And resins. What up, Pops? I've been experimenting with molds and resins and all that stuff. I've been watching this guy on YouTube. He's called the Craftsman.
The Craftsman.
And the Craftsman, he got one of the most relaxing voices you ever heard.
So he's a Louisiana boy?
He's got to be. You tell me. He sounds Cajun to me.
Probably is. There's a bunch of guys up here that do that kind of shit.
The Craftsman. And I'm gonna make some free range chickens. He made like this figurine of like of a chicken.
Oh,
It was
he
like a
did?
character. It's a free range chicken, and it was two pieces. It was like the chicken character and a rocket pack, and the rocket pack just like fit into the back, like a hole in the back of the free range chicken, and then he had attached a little tube from the rocket pack to a control panel on the free range chicken's chest.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
he's like, I'm done laying eggs. I'm out of here.
Dude, I've seen some incredible shit like on YouTube. Like they had one dude, he would, you ever go in Walmart and you see those shitty like Marvel action figures? They look like
oh
dolls.
Yeah.
He takes those and he cuts them apart and puts them in different positions. Like he took a which one did he take? I think it was like a Captain America or something like that. And he turned it into a Spawn figure, right?
Oh, bitch. Oh, a customizer, one of those, dude.
He sculpted over it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, there's some dudes are crazy with that shit.
Dude, it was unbelievable. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like it never even looked like the same figure. And he took silicone and made like this like power, you know?
That's
like streams
so cool.
of power.
Oh, that's so cool.
Crazy.
Yeah, the craziest thing I've ever heard of a modder do, I mean, this is the shit. Stop me if you heard this one before. He was making a Michael Myers The Shape action figure, right? From character from Halloween. Now, the mask that Michael Myers is wearing in Halloween, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people do know this.
Shatner.
It's a William Shatner mask. It's a William Shatner Captain Kirk mask with real lifelike hair. So when they were going to paint it, I forget what color they were going to paint it, but first they hit it with the primer. And John Carpenter was like, that's it. Just leave it like that. That's fucking, that's spooky. That's creepy, right? Okay. Anyway, this dude is going to make a Michael Myers action figure. So guess what he does to make the mask? He gets a William Shatner, James Kirk, Mego action figure, makes a mold of his face, and then casts the mask out of that.
Holy shit, dude. That's
now
awesome.
That's some next level shit right there.
How did it look when he was finished with it?
Amazing. Amazing. It looked fucking cool. Looked awesome. And these will look awesome too, folks, on your desk or your mantelpiece. He ain't got no arms here. Available now.
I was watching a little bit of your Andy Smith interview, and he seems like a really cool guy.
Very, very cool guy. Salt of the earth. You should definitely hit him up. I'm definitely gonna hit him up on your behalf and be like
nerdy like us.
Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely, dude, yeah, he is absolutely one of us. And he and his friend were, whose name escapes me now, were like really into the Iron Maiden parody cover.
Yeah, he said he was an Iron Maiden fan. Like
yeah, man. They're digging it, dude. They're digging it.
There's a few of us still out here.
Yeah, man.
A few of us Maidenites.
Yeah, I mean, I always preferred them to Judas Priest, but that's me.
Is it because Rob Alford's gay? Is that why you didn't like Judas Priest?
A little bit. A little bit, maybe. You know, my brother actually saw that movie because the gay porn that Rob Halford did.
He really did?
Yeah.
Holy
and the movie
shit,
would
I
tour.
had no idea.
Yeah, the movie would tour with the band. That's to say that there was somebody that would follow the band around, like the Grateful Dead, and in every city they were playing, you could go to like a theater and see like Rob Halford like doing the nasty.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Isn't it?
Holy
and
crap.
And you've seen Heavy Metal Parking Lot, right?
No.
The documentary from like a tailgating party at a Judas Priest concert.
No.
There's oh, dude, it's hysterical. It's classic. There's this chick who's like, they ask like, what would you do if Rob Halford was here right now? I'd totally jump his bones.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that, honey. He's playing for the other team, sugar.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. But how crazy is it? It's like, how far have we come? We're like, you know, that coming out in like a major way would
It's
have
no
been
big
like
deal.
a huge hassle. And like nobody gives a fuck.
I don't think it would have been that big of a hassle back then. Or maybe it would have. I don't
Well,
know.
I
The heavy
mean-
metal community is because maybe it might have been. I don't know. But I
Oh,
can-
dude, it was boneheaded caveman shit back in my day, back in the 80s.
but
That's why I
one
was
thi-
always more of a punk, even though I loved metal. I was more of a punk because I got along better with the punks than I did with the metalheads.
Well, I think I don't know. I mean, because it wasn't like Rob Halford was hiding it. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Like,
no. And I
he
got
was- yeah,
yeah.
he had like fucking. I mean, he was wearing leather. He was wearing dominatrix shit and all that
Yes.
kind of stuff. It's,
Hell bet for leather. But you see, there still has to be plausible deniability, right? That's why in 80s heavy metal videos, like all of the transvestite glam bands,
Mhm.
right? They always had like to have tons of chicks in their videos.
Yeah.
Right? A way of saying, like, look, well, I dress like a chick, but I'm not gay, see?
No, you're right. That's true.
Right?
But what, like, I watched a video about Rob Halford, and he
Yeah.
said it was a documentary, and he said that they never mentioned the porno though, which was pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But he said the reason why he never came out is because the band told him if he did, they'd kick him out.
Right. Because they were afraid too, of course.
Because
That's
they thought they were
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
lose their
Yeah, it's
fame.
fear.
And
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
one of
that's
the
a
main
fucked up
reasons.
thing, but-
He fucking hated him. Like he hated him.
I don't
because of
blame
that
him.
shit. Like he was like, and that's
Dude, I
one of
don't
the main
blame him.
reasons why they had a bad break, because they had a really bad break.
They did. Yeah, they did. I mean, look, you're gonna tell your friend, your homeboy, like you need to live a lie.
Well,
for my sake.
Here's the thing: coming from that scene,
Yeah.
It was, even if you thought you were friends with somebody in a band, you weren't.
Yeah.
Because it was a political
Right.
thing. If somebody came along that was better, and you were out, that was just it. There was no
Right.
loyalty there, because everybody was like, "We got to make it. We got to make it," to the point to where they would sell anybody out. And
Yeah.
that's one thing I hated about playing music. Was that,
Oh, so you experienced this personally?
yeah, it was crazy. Like like band, I don't think they really got it though. Like bands like Def Leppard and other like bands that stick around for the long haul, even Metallica, like those guys, they had each other's backs. You know what I'm saying? When their drummer lost his arm, did Def Leppard go find another drummer, even though they
No.
were at the height of their
Yeah.
careers?
Right.
They waited for you, boy, to figure it out.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah. The same way that with Led Zeppelin, after Bon Scott was dead. I hate Led Zeppelin personally, but
I'm not a big fan.
I admire the fact that the rest of the band was just like, well, what we're gonna do, just like stick like somebody else up there, right?
Yeah.
They'd lost their boy, and so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like your boys
Yeah.
with Def Leppard that's one of the things. Like, I mean, Def Leppard, I wasn't a huge fan of their stuff, but
no, it's
like
like
they-
top 40.
but that's one thing I can say is that they were loyal, dude, and that I can
yeah.
listen to their music and be like, all right, yeah, that's cool, because
Honestly, I don't care if artists are good people or not. And
Well,
although it does
yeah.
kind of break your heart if you're into somebody and you find out that they're like a colossal monumental douchebag,
yeah,
like the story, like when I found out what an a-hole Kurt Busiek was, I was like, oh, God damn it. But it doesn't make me any less of a Kurt Busiek fan, if that makes any sense.
no, I get it, because I'm the same way with John Byrne. Like I fucking
Right.
I hated John Byrne.
Oh, dude,
for the
everybody
longest
hates John
time,
Byrne.
But
And he really, boy, man, he really, fucked over other people.
Oh,
Testified
dude. Yeah, I mean,
Test-
he
te-
was,
like Marv Wolfman said that when he was doing when he was involved in the Blade lawsuit, that's the one that he launched like literally like the day the movie came out
Mhm.
on behalf
John
of
Byrne
him.
was right there.
Yep. Yeah. So and here's the other thing too. He wasn't just doing it for himself. He was also doing it for Gene Colan. Because the
Honestly,
way he saw
yeah.
it was like, it wasn't me that came up with Blade, it was us who came up with Blade.
Well, from what I understand, like it wasn't Gene Colan might have wrote it, but Blade was actually introduced as like it was already his personal character. Like I think it was like he said he just added in because he thought it would fit. But he had Blade in his back pocket for the longest time, and there was no like official sale to Marvel with Blade. Like
Right.
so he had every right to take that character back, you know.
Yeah.
But then they made up some bullshit law where it's like if you like even though it wasn't created on a clock because he added it in, like they made up some shit about a statute of limitations. Like
Yeah, that's some bullshit right
I
there.
was like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no that's bullshit.
Now you see, one of the reasons why a lot of comic book artists move to France is because in France, if you're an artist and you create something, even if you sell it, it's still thought of as yours.
Yeah.
It's still thought of as belonging to the artist. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I buy a painting from you and I hang it up in my home, I'm sort of renting it, as it were. Do you know what I'm saying? And I may be renting it for the rest of my life, but it's still thought of as like belonging to the artist in some way.
But how does that work? I mean, do you have to pay for it every year or something like that?
No. I'm just saying like that's the mentality. I'm not saying that that's like anything legal. That's just the attitude.
So it's not literal, is what you're saying. Like
no, yeah, exactly. But that's like the attitude.
I was like, that's fucked up if you're a collector.
Oh, dude, can you imagine I fucking buy that sweet Iron Maiden parody painting off you, and one day you just walk in my house and go, "So,
yeah, I'll take that.
Grab it. I think I'll be taking this back now."
Motherfucker.
All the paintings that you've sold, just go around collecting them, motherfuckers.
Thanks for the cash. I'm gonna need that back.
Yup.
Yeah.
But it's it comes down to a lack of respect for artists, for the creative process.
I don't think that's it either. I think it's corporate greed. I think.
That always first and foremost.
Honestly, what I'm thinking too is like, okay, so Kamiko filed bankruptcy. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, and somehow, even though Kamiko was a creator-owned company, Grendel ended up in fucking bankruptcy court for the longest time. And Matt Wagner had to fight to get his property back. And I'm like, how the fuck does that work? If you see what I'm saying? Like that makes no sense whatsoever. If you're a company that's creator owned and you file bankruptcy, how the fuck does that property get mixed up in your assets? Because you don't own it.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
IDW right now, if they filed bankruptcy, can you imagine how many properties will go into bankruptcy court?
Oh my god!
If that's the case.
Oh my god! Oh, IDW! Holy shit!
Dude,
or Diamond or something.
Transformers? You talking about Transformers?
I know.
Like G.I. Joe. In fact, I think who got taken away from IDW? Was it Transformers or was it?
I don't know. Let me just like address the chat real quick. Simon, F you. He's playing video games instead of hanging out with us.
You bet.
Traitor. What up, Pops? But yeah, shit, man.
Shit, Pops is usually
fucking but yeah, John Byrne, man. He Marv Wolfman said he was making faces at him.
Yeah, because he thinks it's a game. Like, I think something's really wrong with that dude. I think he's mentally deficient.
It could be. It could be. See, that's the thing. Sometimes there are people who are just like really, I don't know, maybe on the spectrum, or might have a little Asperger's or something, and they don't understand like social cues.
Everything I've seen with John Byrne, like he comes off as like one of those like know-it-all type of dudes, like, you know what I'm saying, like an intellectual. But
okay, well, there's different kinds. I mean, you can be an intellectual and not be a dick about it.
No, I get that, but I'm saying like not like you're. I consider you an intellectual, but I consider you an intellectual where you're not like I know everything and you don't know
Oh
shit. You
Christ,
know what I'm
man.
saying? Like,
Oh, dude, people like that drive me crazy and make me sick.
but every interview I see with John Byrne, he comes off as that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you don't know shit. I know everything. Fuck off. You know,
Uh,
I can
and yet,
produce 10 pages in a day. You know?
and yet, are you going to argue that his run on the Uncanny X-Men with Terry Austin and Chris Claremont, is anybody going to deny that shit wasn't the shit
It was good, but I like
for
his
that at that
Fantastic Four
time?
work. Like his Fantastic Four work was the shit for me. Like
His Fantastic Four stuff I thought was a little lazy, and his
really?
Superman stuff I thought was really lazy.
Yeah, well, I think he was losing his touch at that point. Like he was buying into everybody saying that he was washed up, overweight, all kinds of shit like that.
Oh, God.
And maybe that's a good thing too, because that's what happens when you're a prick. But
Well, also, I mean, I don't know how long Terry Austin was with him, because his work never looked better than when Terry Austin.
yeah, everybody says that. Everybody says that he wasn't much of. He was good for production, but he wasn't good for like his like making his work look the best that it could possibly look. Yeah,
Right. And
it
I
was
think
it was just feasible, I guess. Yeah, like good enough whenever he did it.
yeah, and why would you go for good enough when you can have fucking awesome? Right? But some people
Well-
are just lazy like that.
Well, lazy or maybe egotistical.
Yeah,
know what
that
I'm
could be it
saying?
too.
And when Image exploded, like John Byrne, I mean, he had a field day with that. He was like, "You guys are going to come crawling back to Marvel." He was right in the case of Rob Liefeld and Jim Lee.
Well, Liefeld for what, like 15 minutes or something?
Well, they both went back to Marvel to go ahead and do Heroes Reborn. You know.
Oh, that. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I wasn't around for that. I was like more interested in girls and cars and shit.
That was in the 90s. Like
yeah.
You wasn't collecting in the 90s.
Not much. No, not really. Also, I mean, just like the whole 90s aesthetic. I mean, like I know, like in our community especially, there's like a lot of 90s stands. I was not a Rob Liefeld fan.
Well, it seems that do you notice this too? Like it seemed like a lot of artists back then in the 90s like gravitated towards Rob Liefeld's style instead of say McFarlane or Jim Lee or anything like that. Like they had a few people that attempted to be a Jim Lee, but nowhere near as many people that tried to do Liefeld.
Yeah. Everybody was trying to be him, and if you said that his work was shit, people looked at you like you were from outer space.
Well, I have a theory about that. I have a theory that the reason why they gravitated towards like Liefeld's style is because it was easy to duplicate. Yeah, and it was like you could do a shitty job at Liefeld, and people would be like, "Oh, that's amazing," you know. But it wasn't. To me, you could always spot garbage like copycats, you know?
Yeah, man.
And Liefeld had like a whole fleet of garbage copycats following him. It was crazy.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And you see, that's one of the things that turned me off to comics, you know, because of course I would pop into like the LCS, you know, every now and then, but you know, just to take a look at the shelves, maybe grab a couple of books, you know, not that I was keeping up seriously, but I was never completely away either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw a lot of you know, a lot of seething characters. Like that's the thing about Liefeld's characters. They're always seething. They're always gritting their teeth. They're always like, ugh, the veins bulging on their fucking necks. I mean, that's okay if you're doing like a Sylvester Stallone Rambo comic, I suppose. But
well, Bisley used to do that too. Like he would do.
Well, not like that.
But Bisley's work was more adrenaline driven. I mean, not testosterone driven. Where Liefeld was, I don't know what Liefeld's work was. You know, like
shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lazy. There's
lazy. Even now, I have a problem with Liefeld's style. Like,
oh, it's horrible.
Like, I mean, if you told me like McFarlane was gonna do a book in the next couple of weeks or something, I would try my best to get a hold of that book.
Right.
Liefeld, when he introduced what was it? It was that new character he had came up with. You know what I'm
Something with
talking
a
about.
sword, I'm sure. Somebody with a sword or a gun.
Yeah, it was. He had a sword. It was Mutant X. Was it Mutant X?
Look, dude. That was one of the things that really offended me was the fact that suddenly, because I looked at the X-Men, I'm like, why do all the X-Men have like guns and swords? Don't they have powers?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know. And then, of course, his inability to draw human feet. He gets a lot of flack for that. What else? Oh yeah, there's a issue of the Fantastic Four that he did that's pretty infamous, where Franklin Richards is like running around and playing in the negative zone. Where Blastar and Annihilus and all those other motherfuckers are hanging out, and he's like skipping around like from this like floating rock to floating rock, and he's like shooting something with a laser gun. And it's very clear that the laser gun was drawn after the fact. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? You've seen that sort of shit before?
Yeah, they crowbar shit in like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, you lazy motherfucker. Like, you were getting pizzade, like, how much?
Yeah, he was making bank back then, dude.
Making mad crazy bank. Dude, most successful comic book artist ever. Right?
Yeah, like his X-Force issue. I never knew this, but I guess it's true. Like X-Force outsold McFarlane's Spider-Man. McFarlane's Spider-Man was like the pinnacle of what can be done with Spider-Man. Like it was crazy good.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
But I was like,
yeah.
I couldn't believe because X-Force. I thought it was interesting at the time, but
right.
Like you got to. But what I realized was that none of those characters were really that unique. Like Shatterstar was a cheap knockoff of Longshot.
Yeah, sure was.
And like Domino was just Black Widow.
Right. Yeah.
Like I think he and Cable. I mean, Cable never really looked that much different than most of his background characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, like. I mean, he did a video where he said like he created the characters in X-Force. I was like, no, you didn't. Like Warbird was Thunderbird, just bigger.
Yeah, because Thunderbird got killed off in the very first adventure of Giant Size X-Men #1.
Exactly. If anything, he should have gave credit to fucking what was his name? Who's the guy
Dave Cockrum?
Dave Cockrum for like creating that costume, Yep. He never created that costume. Dave Cockrum created it,
Yeah. I mean, so both of us definitely not Liefeld fans. I do love his interviews though, because that guy gives zero.
No, he doesn't give a shit, dude. Like,
right?
I remember way back when things were supposedly going good between him and DC. He came out and he was like, DC's going down. Within the next couple of years, I'm telling you, they're going down. I've seen what they have in mind, and they're going down. And everybody's like, fuck you, Liefeld. You don't know what you're talking about. Sure enough.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, it was from him that I learned how I think Marvel really let the X-Men go for, like, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, virtually nothing. Because... before they were selling shit to Sony and 20th Century Fox, they had been selling shit to Roger Corman. And anybody who knows anything about Roger Corman knows that Roger Corman loves to save a dollar.
Wait, are you talking about the Fantastic Four movie?
I'm talking about the Fantastic Four movie. I'm talking about the Captain America movie.
Oh, yeah.
The one with J.D. Salinger's son.
Is that the one where he had his mask was his helmet or something like that? Like
no, that was Reb Brown in the in a TV movie, Captain America, and then there was Captain America 2. Yeah.
I remember that one. I remember it. Yeah, they did a good job on the Red Skull. I thought the Red Skull looked decent. Yeah.
Yes, the Red Skull and the actor who played the Red Skull was really good.
But they made Captain America out to be a pussy.
No, in the Albert Gunn movie, the Corman produced one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like he kept getting his ass kicked. Like I was like, what the fuck is going on?
No, I mean I haven't seen that in a long time. One of the things I liked was that Matt Salinger was actually, I thought, a good Cap.
Yeah.
And the structure of the story was what I wish they had done with Captain America: The First Avenger, which
Yeah.
is you want the fish out of water. You want this, because to me, that's what was always appealing about Captain America. The fact that there was this guy who was wearing this ridiculous costume, fighting bad guys in the modern day, where very clearly, just looking at him, he looked like a fossil. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a golden age pulp hero in the modern world. And, they turned Cap into a capsicle at the end of the first movie because it was all set up for the Avengers. I mean, as much as I liked Civil War and Winter Soldier, and I do like those movies a lot, I've still never gotten the Captain America movie that I've always wanted.
And what was that? Like,
what would that be? No, I mean, it's never had. It's never happened.
oh,
Same thing with Batman, really, too. And I really like the Christopher Nolan movies, but they're a little too reality based for my liking.
I liked Batman Returns. I thought it was pretty good. Like
the Tim Burton one.
Oh well, yeah. I loved the Tim Burton ones. I thought Tim Burton were awesome.
Can't stand them. Except when
really?
I can't stand the first one. I think is utter shite.
Yeah.
I thought it was shite on opening day. I think it's shite now. Batman Returns, I actually enjoyed. I actually do enjoy.
I thought Nicolas Cage. I mean, not Nicolas Cage. Michael Keaton was a pretty good Batman. Actually.
See, I didn't think so because he wasn't a good Bruce Wayne. Because as Batman, you can put anybody in that costume, right?
Yeah, I guess. But you never really seen him as Bruce Wayne a lot in there, and that's one thing I didn't like because I was like, dude, because I guess to tell a good Batman story, you have to tell both ends. You can't just.
That was Christopher Nolan's approach. In Christopher Nolan's approach, there were like really three people. That is to say, there was the true Bruce Wayne, there was fake Bruce Wayne, Playboy millionaire, and then there was Batman. And Batman was a performance, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas in something like Batman the Animated Series, that's like the Batman, like that's the real guy. And Bruce Wayne is the act.
I always thought that too.
That's that's how Kevin Conroy always said he played him. And let's face it, there were he's the people's Batman for sure. Damn.
Christian Bale. I thought Christian Bale's Batman was badass. I thought he did.
Oh yeah, no, he was great.
Weird. Yeah.
I like Batfleck too. Batfleck is alright.
Yeah, I thought he was okay. He didn't look like his look inside inside the costume wasn't aesthetically correct, I guess. I don't know.
Because we're trying to turn him into very clearly trying to Frank Miller's Batman.
Yeah,
that's why he's so swole in that, is because Frank Miller Batman is swole. And especially in like from the second issue on.
I still didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty good. Honestly, I think their biggest problem with Batman is they never found a consistent Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep giving it to these directors and they decide what Batman's going to look like instead of having something put in place where it's like, no, Batman's supposed to look like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know, dude. I totally hear you, but here's the thing: Batman is one of those characters, and Frank Miller said this, that is so simple that he's open to such a wide variety of interpretations that you can keep reinventing that character almost limitlessly. And you look at all the alternate universe versions of Batman, for instance. The coolest of which, of course, is Thomas Wayne Batman from a Flashpoint Paradox.
Yeah. You know what movie they should make is Space Ghost.
Space Ghost.
DC Comics told one of the greatest Space Ghost movies. I mean, put out one of the greatest Space Ghost comics I've ever seen.
Was that by the dude?
The dude?
Steve
What do you
Rude?
mean? No,
Steve the Dude
no.
Rude?
No, it was Joe Kelly and Ariel Olivetti.
Olivetti.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good
and
team.
dude, it was fucking. I thought I got them with a bunch of other comics. I was like, let me check this out, and I was like, holy shit, this is good. Because
Yeah.
it wasn't corny, like it wasn't like a popcorny type of thing, like based off of the cartoon.
Right.
Like it was really, really good. Like it was like Space Ghost was like this beat up soldier who lost his wife and all kinds of shit like
What?
that. Yeah,
It
dude.
was played straight?
It's played completely straight.
Wow.
And like he was looking for he was looking to get some payback, and the and fucking
A gritty Space Ghost, though? Do we really need a gritty Space
dude,
Ghost?
it was a limited series, and I'm telling
Yeah.
you, one of the best series out there. Here, let me pull
No
it up real
shit.
quick.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. Like it was crazy good. And you
But
can look
nobody
at
was
the
expecting
covers.
that.
No, dude, and that's like I never heard of it. I never heard of it before until
Yeah, just now for me.
and so I got it, and I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard of this, and hold on, wait. Here we go. All right, let's see here. Dude, that Space Ghost book was like, I just couldn't believe how good it was. I was like, holy shit! It reignited like my love for that character. Look, this is the covers. Like it's all
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, dude. And here's the where's it at? That's the interiors. Yeah. And that Space Ghost is like a soldier or some shit like that. Let me see if I can make that bigger.
How much of a change is it? Are the kids and the monkey in there?
I think whichever one's the art. Yeah, well, it is, but this I think Ariel Olivetti, I think she's the artist, and she also did the Punisher like before this.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm familiar with his work, and a fantastic artist.
Yeah, and like they did a badass Punisher series too, and it was badass, dude. Like, let me see if I can find the kids in here, because yeah, it's just one of the greatest series ever.
Have you ever seen that oh god, it's like a picture that somebody did where like Space Ghost is like making like I think Robin and the monkey have a knife fight, and like Batman is in the background and he's sweating like the boy. Have you ever seen that?
I've never seen that.
Oh, I'll
amazing.
send that shit to you, dude. You'll fucking piss yourself.
Dude, you really do. Look, this is your boy Zorak.
Would you say Zorat?
Yeah.
I do have a Space Ghost Coast to Coast figure somewhere in my collection. Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Dude, look at that version of him.
That's
like that
great.
shit is sick, and they kill people in here, and it's nuts.
Wow.
But it's played completely straight, dude.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like
it's more fun that way, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, absolutely. And Space Ghost is supposed to be like the enemy of the state or some shit like that.
Oh, so he's like a crazy vigilante.
Well, they have to go find him, right? And they go find him on this planet, and he's he's just like, oh, well, I'm not doing it, fuck those people and all kinds of shit. And somehow they get him to come back and battle, all these fucking different people and shit. Like, it's crazy.
Oh,
but yeah, dude,
man, that art looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
It is so good, dude. Like, it
looks awesome. I'm sold.
Yeah. Like,
but I mean, that's the thing that's great is finding out about comics from each other, especially shit like that you never even would have never heard of or never would have thought of.
Yeah. No,
stuff that kind of gets lost in the shuffle.
Totally agree. Completely agree. And yeah, dude, I would have never heard about this. Like, I was checking out Cartoonist Kayfabe today because I watched them, sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a
honestly,
Cartoonist Kayfabe. Yeah, it's really good.
I haven't been into them lately because they've been just repeating old like bullshit, like doing shows on I mean, I get it. Like they're big
Diversity.
fans and stuff like. No, they don't do that. But they were doing shows on Old Image. You know how great it
Okay.
was, and I'm like,
Mm.
do we really need another show about how Todd McFarlane Spawn like revolutionized the industry?
We already got a whole documentary. We got a good documentary actually.
Well, I'm saying like Cartoonist Kayfabe must have did like 10 shows on that so far, right?
Oh man.
And I got a feeling it's because Todd McFarlane came on their show and he was like, "Oh, you guys are great," and blah 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 blah. You know, but they brought in a Burly Man book, right? Shaolin
Todd
Cowboy.
Frankenstein. Oh, okay.
No, they were talking because they, that's funny that they never did a show on Doc Frankenstein, you know. But
And they finished that too, right? Was it you who told me that they actually finished that?
they
Because-
did, and it's fucking phenomenal, dude. It's great.
Oh, I gotta
and
gotta
it's-
check that out. Is that in the
it's-
TPB?
Well, it's just one book. It's just one huge book,
Okay.
finishing up like telling the rest of the story, and it's a gorgeous issue too. Like it's phenomenal. But they were so anyway, like they were talking about Burly Man's Shaolin Cowboy, you know, and Geoff Darrow did the artwork inside of it, and I never knew Geoff Darrow did the art. I'm like always thought it was like, you know, just but yeah, dude, Geoff Darrow did the art. It's fucking crazy good. Like it in one part, like you know how they have the Shaolin staff technique where he's using a staff and shit like that.
Yeah,
He puts
yeah.
He's fighting zombies and he puts a chainsaw on the end of the staff. And he's got the trigger locked down and he's just going through like fucking killing zombies like crazy. Like his eyes all swollen up and shit
that's
like
great.
that. Like it's
That's
nuts, dude. No,
Dude,
I
a
just-
Shaolin Spade I always thought would be a excellent anti-zombie weapon.
I'm thinking I might have to get that Shaolin Cowboy shit, dude. Like that shit was incredible. I was like, holy, I didn't know what I was missing out on with that.
Well, Doc Frankenstein was terrific. Well,
Yeah,
you know,
that's-
what I remember of it, I think I only remember like just a 2 or 3 issues maybe, and then it just seemed to disappear.
It did. That's because they stopped trying to tell a story. I don't know what happened, but I think they started working on a Matrix or something like that, or I don't
Maybe.
know. But yeah, they finished telling a story. They went back and put it to bed, you know, with
Good.
that big ass issue. And when I got the rest of the issues of Doc Frankenstein, I was like, finally, I get the rest of the story, right? And I was like, what the fuck is this? It leaves you on a cliffhanger. I'm
Right.
like, and I guess they always intended to go back to it, but they never got around to it. So I got pissed off. So I'm looking on the internet. I'm like, they had to finish telling a story, right? And
right.
they did, but then for you to like get the rest of the story, it's going to cost you. But the issue's phenomenal. Like the book is fucking crazy. It's like something like Adam Lawson would put out. You know, like it's a big,
Yeah.
gorgeous issue with fucking all the bells and whistles and
Oh
shit
my
like
god,
that.
dude!
And it's not just one issue though. Like it's this big graphic novel that tells the rest of the story. And I think it's like 4 issues all in this one big issue, or 5 issues. Right?
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy, you know. And so I got it. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. And this was a couple of years ago, yeah, dude, it was good. It was really good, you know. But
Yeah, I'd love to check that out. It's probably like $500 on
No, I think it's
Amazon
like
or some
$40 or
shit.
$50. It's not really that bad.
Okay.
But but Burly Man, dude, I didn't realize how much good shit Burly Man put out. Like they had a lot of good issues, like good titles, you know. And
All I remember was the only one I read was Doc Savage, and I remember seeing ads for Shaolin Cowboy.
You mean Doc Frankenstein?
Doc Frankenstein.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah. Doc Savage.
Doc Savage? Okay. All right.
No, it was, but being a Frankenstein fan, like there's so many different Frankenstein books out there.
Oh, a
Like,
billion.
you don't know. Yeah, you don't know which one's good or not, right? Like they have
Right.
Joe Frankenstein, you know, where
Or the Frankenstein mobster.
Yeah, and that was okay, but it was kind
That was all right. Wasn't really the Frankenstein monster though.
Yeah, and then
Doll and Creature.
What? Wait, what's that? Oh yeah, Doll and
Doll and
Creature.
Creature.
That was okay, but
That was
again,
eh.
that was kind of eh.
Yeah.
And then
Not
Yeah.
Rick Remender's best work.
No, and even like your boy with the fucking Hellboy put out something about Frankenstein, right?
Yeah,
But
Frankenstein in Hell, I think.
I don't think that was any good though. Like I didn't
It
like it.
wasn't especially.
Yeah, it made Frankenstein out to be a boxer or some shit like that. Like it was like,
Yeah. Yeah, well, he showed up in an issue of Hellboy like as a boxer,
yeah, and I
which is
like
which is not interesting at all.
to me the only people that actually told a really good successful Frankenstein story are Bernie Wrightson and
Mhm.
and Burly Man with Doc Frankenstein. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the only two I can actually. And also Doc Salem. Doc Salem is a good.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, boy. Oh, dude, you know how much fun I had writing that character? Because I'm like, it's Victor Frankenstein. It's your version of Victor Frankenstein, and I had to pay fealty to that.
Yeah,
But it's still Victor Frankenstein.
exactly.
So that was really fun. Like I said, if you have any troubles with the next Doc Salem, just
It's
hit your boy up.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna hit you up because it's becoming seriously complicated. Like I know where I want to go with it. It's just tying everything together. And
Yeah.
usually I can get all that done and like have these moments of clarity where I'm just like, that's the way everything's supposed to fit together. But lately I've been so busy I don't have that time to reflect and think about it, because when I'm
Yeah.
not thinking when I'm not doing this, I'm thinking about what's the next project I gotta do or get done with. And it doesn't leave much time to go ahead and focus on writing or anything like that.
I hear that, man. Well, also, you can, I mean, I'm not gonna say leave the writing to the writers. I'm saying don't
No,
forget
you're right
that there's
there.
like
You're
me and
absolutely
other
right.
dudes that can just like help you when it comes to just actually like sort of writing the story, and then you take the script and then you do what you want with it.
No, you're right. Like you're absolutely right when you say leave the writing to the writers because I'm mainly an artist. I'm not a writer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, but you're a storyteller.
yeah, but that's different than being a writer. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can be a
yeah.
storyteller with pictures. It doesn't mean that you can write a good story. In fact,
Yeah,
reflecting on Doc Salem was a good first attempt, but as far as it's not good enough to stand the test of time, as far as
it's not a classic.
yeah, it's not something that I would say that would. And the more I look back on it, the more I can say like it's good, but
It is.
and it could probably compete with the mainstream, but it would be on the
Easily.
lower end of that, And,
Well, I don't know about these days.
yeah,
Standards
absolutely.
are pretty low. Then that's not to say that Doc Salem isn't a great book. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, just needs
But
work.
yeah, exactly.
Needs
And
work.
we're all trying to get better at what we're doing, and we are getting better. And
Well, I keep thinking about when I had to make a choice between music and art, and I was like,
yeah,
okay, I'm way better at art than I am at music, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with that, which turned out to be a wise choice because
yeah,
coming from the music scene, I know like no matter like music has a time has an expiration date, if you depending on what you're trying to go into. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
if you're trying to be a metalhead and do like a metal band or something like that, you definitely have an expiration date on that. Like
right.
you age out. And that's just the way it is. Like you can keep playing, but you're never going to reach what you want to reach.
Right, right.
And so I found myself making that same decision with either do you want to concentrate and pump out a really really good Doc Salem story, or do you want to plot it, and just leave the actual writing up to people who know what they're doing.
Yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. I'm excited to see what you and Mike Barron produce. That's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting.
we're going to be working on some stuff. I got to get in touch with your boy with Bill Bowl too. we're supposed to do some stuff together. And,
Let me just grab a quick refill. Man, it's fucking hot down here too. It was like raining off and on all day, so it's all
it's all muggy and shit.
sweaty.
Sweater. What's up, everybody? All right. Let's see here.
Is it? Yeah. 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 Aww. Oh my goodness. Oh man, he's all doughy and squishy. Super cute.
Do you hear me?
We're listening to Brian open his bag of chips.
Oh yeah. By the way, Dwayne wants to know: have you had a look at the Night of the Animated Dead?
I took a quick look at it, and I was disappointed in the animation. So I was like,
It looks horrendous.
yeah, I know what they did. They traced over the original movie. Yeah,
Rotoscoped it, you mean?
something like that. And I think they did it digitally. And tried to. I think they made vector models from the characters in the original movie, and they tried to do like a cheap animated movie through Toon Boom or something.
It looks cheap. It looks ugly.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you were gonna do like the Night of the Living Dead graphic novel was fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. It took years for that guy to finish that. He painted each and every page. Each and every page is like a canvas, I think.
I'm going to go in a minute, but I want to show. I backed these two campaigns like a while back, and I've been meaning to tell you about them because it looks like something you might be into.
Oh shit!
In fact, one of the artists is the artist from Grimjack.
You mean Timothy Truman?
No, it wasn't Tim Truman. It's the
Tom Mandrake?
Yeah, Mandrake. Yeah.
Oh, I love that dude.
Oh, dude, he did something called Cross, Hallowed Ground, and it looks fucking phenomenal, dude.
He's like my goodness, man. I've seen him on a lot of different books, and he's always a welcome presence. Like,
I love Mandrake's work. Like his work. He's another guy that's a Bernie type of artist. Like his work looks like Bernie's work, like his
really
finish.
good.
He's one of those old school guys, old school horror artists. And there's another one called Hex or Dusk. Let me show you.
Sounds like a weird Western.
Check it out, dude. It's fucking amazing. And yeah, so I'm going to have the artist from Hex or Dusk on the show.
Hex or Dusk?
Dusk.
Oh, Hex or Dusk. Gotcha. Dude, that'd be great. We can welcome him to like the CG weird Western community.
It's a chick that does it.
Oh,
and
cool.
Yeah, her name is Jan Dursema.
Oh, great. Then we can hassle her and make her feel uncomfortable.
Absolutely. I actually have to do a private stream with her so that she can get to know what's going on. This is it right here. This is Cross Hexadusk.
Oh man.
I mean, no, this is Cross Hallowed Ground. There's Tom Mandrake introducing it. Tom's work is so good, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
what? Is that a vampire drinking from like a pool of blood?
No, I think it's a zombie. It looks like a zombie. Oh no, it is a vampire corpses. Okay. So yeah, so the book is now you can get the sketchbook. I never got the sketchbook, because I just wasn't interested back then. But so it's $35 for the book, and the shipping's pretty reasonable. It's not bad at all, and it's 144 pages.
Oh, that's
of Tom's work, and look at that, dude. Just look at that. That is some crazy good work.
Oh my god.
And Tom's he's a really, really good horror artist.
Yeah, he is.
And I've always loved Tom's work. Like he's gotten so much better since back when he did Grimjack, you know.
And John Ostrander did the writing. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Sold. Old Grimjack team. That's freaking great.
Yeah. And here's the other one. Wait, let me take this up real quick. I'm closing shop over here.
I hear you.
But because I really want to push this, you know, before I have her on the show, you know, but her work is really good. Dude, I contacted Tom, and for some odd reason, Tom's not talking to me at the moment. He might be busy.
Might be busy. You remember, these guys get a lot of messages. I miss messages from people all the time. I was
supposed to do a collaboration with Tom Andrew, like
really
same type of thing I did with Joe Vigil. And he was busy at the time. He's like, dude, I'm trying to catch up on work. I was like, Tom, it could be something that you have laying around.
Right. Like half finished or something.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be for fun, you know?
Right.
And all right, so I'm all packed up. Okay, so this is Tom's book, which looks fucking amazing. I'm really looking forward to this one. And I don't know when it's supposedly they're finished, but I haven't gotten one yet. So, you know, but here's the other one. This is Jan Duursema. I sounded out like that because it's got two U's in there. I don't know. Duursema. I don't know. But this one's
we'll ask her. Yeah, she can tell us.
A print copy of this is $20 and it's 72 pages, right?
Whoa.
Yeah. And this is, look at some of the work that she's got in here. Like that's one of the characters right there.
Oh, hello. Yeah, man.
And that's another one.
What?
Like, yeah. And it's, from what I gather, it's some type of apocalyptic type of book. Yeah.
This looks great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like really, really good work.
Oh my God.
And from what I understand, like she worked with Tom Mandrake at some point. So yeah, this is some of the interiors, you know. Does she offer anything else besides? I was about to say, I want to know if she did any like if this is original work or is it digital. But yeah, dude, like the graphics look amazing. They sent me a PDF of it, but I was like, why you sent me a PDF? I never backed this. But I guess they sent the PDF out to everybody. That's what I'd usually
do. Good idea.
So. Yeah, but look at this, dude. Like this is some sick shit.
Yes, it's awesome.
Yeah, and yeah. So I really want to show this to you. To you know, just,
dude.
Both of these look like they're right up your alley.
She's one of us. Yeah, without a doubt. We are going to do a Western anthology. Like all of us in the scene who have Western comics, we're all going to get together and do one big book together, which is going to be awesome. I mean, we haven't like worked out all the details and everything yet, but oh man, she'd fit right in there.
This is weird. Like, because I got an email from him, and the email said, here's the PDF. Your book will be out this week, you know? But you got this 23 days ago. This dude's like, it's been literally 5 years now. Contribution was made in August 2016, and it's now September 2021. What is going on?
Maybe Mr. Customer, or sometimes people change their address and they don't update their information. Mistakes happen. I mean, I have had.
Oh no, dude! 1 month ago, Ben Hayes. When she comes on here, I'm gonna have to ask her about this to see if she's. And I'll tell you what, she's not coming on until I actually get the book.
Okay,
I'm saying, like,
that's all right. That's perfect. I think that's perfectly fair.
Yeah,
you know. But I mean, I have had people like reach out to me, like I'll send like an update or something, and somebody will be like, "Yeah, I'm still waiting for my book," and I'm just like, "Oh, cringe," and I get the book out to them, of course, ASAP, because just because we send books doesn't mean that they always arrive.
Well, this is more than one person saying that they ordered but they never received.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Any word on fulfillment? I've confirmed my address. This is 3 months ago. Like, from what I understand, this campaign's from 2016. Yep, August 5th, 2016. Huh. Well, that is very fucking interesting.
Yeah, to say the least.
I'll let you know if the book comes in.
Yeah, wait until the book. Yeah. I would wait for the.
I mean, the book's obviously finished because they sent me a PDF. Why don't they just get the books out? Like that's.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
But we'll find out. You know, 72
shall see.
pages isn't. I mean, that's a pretty good bit of pages, but I don't
Yeah,
think
it
it'll
is.
break you to get
Yeah,
the
it
book
is.
out.
But
How
this
many
fucking
backers?
Tom Mandrake thing, oh my god.
175 backers, and they only made it to $5,000. Does that sound right to you? Like,
Well, I mean, what are the perks? Because maybe they're like look, they sold 38 PDFs.
yeah,
That's a
digital
lot.
copies. Yeah,
That's a lot.
one print copy claimed. The math is way off on this. Like,
Yeah, I
way
mean,
off
I'm
on
kind of
this.
yeah, I'm kind of befuddled by it myself.
Let me see here. Hold on. Oh shit. Oh, okay. It was backed on July 30th with another platform. So is this one that carried over from Kickstarter, you think?
Most likely. That
Because
would
it
be my
says carried
guess.
over from another platform. That would mean another website, right?
I'm not sure. That's a good question though. By the way, so far sold 5 figurines. Gonna start.
Oh shit.
The first thing I did was I sent messages to the people that backed the previous campaign, so like they get first dibs, and then I'm gonna start like hitting different shows and
Shit,
promoting
dude.
it.
I think I know why Tom never got back in touch with me.
Why? What?
But
He's not dead, is he?
no, it says 116 days since I started sending messages. Please refund.
Going 45 days of no contact. When did the when did it start? Because like
2015.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like 58.
Why would they leave the campaign in demand if it's carried over from 2015?
I don't know. That's a good question. And people aren't getting like.
Well, this is from 4 years ago. It says my book came damaged, so it was sent out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
right.
they actually printed and sent the book out.
Right. Maybe they forgot about it. It being 5 years ago. I gotta get. I don't know. That book looks like fire, though. I would like to get a copy of it.
I'm gonna have to try to get in touch with Tom and see what the hell is going on.
Hold his ass accountable.
Well, no, because it says like it right here. My book came damaged, so somebody got the book. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Like
you saw the one I got from Singapore, or the one that arrived in Singapore, looking like it had been microwaved and drowned, and that's the most toe up I ever saw a book.
Oh my god, dude! This dude right here, he backed both of these campaigns. Huh. See, now I'm getting worried. Shoot. All right. Well, I gotta check these guys out and see what the fuck's going on. Anyway,
they need to be investigated.
Don't back this until I get a book.
Right, yeah, because you don't want to start getting angry messages.
No, now I'm talking about you. Don't back this. There's only 3 people watching right now.
Right. Yeah, what the fuck was I gonna say? Yeah. It's that time of day. That time of night. I'm just spent. I'm just all.
You got people over?
Shit. What was that?
You got people over?
No. I mean, I have a friend that's staying.
Oh, okay. You got some help. That's good. Yeah. But roommate?
It's like a 14-year-old I have like chained to the couch upstairs.
Yeah. Tell him shut his mouth and just do the dishes.
Shut up.
All right, I'm out of here.
Start busting out them minis. All right, dude.
Take it easy and don't back these campaigns until I get something back on.
Peace and love.